Virginia fans had an early arrival at the ballpark today as their Cavaliers open up the Super Regionals at home for the second straight year. Some fans in a hurry to get to their favorite seat, hoping to watch Virginia win for the 53rd time this year as they take on the Anteaters from UC-Irvine out of the Big West. Against Cal Poly, they thought he was done for the year, but he missed one midweek game and bounced right back in the lineup.
Sometimes you got to have a little luck to advance in this tournament.
There's a hit by pitch. And that's one of Mike Rooney's favorite plays in college baseball. Madigan squaring around again. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And it misses for a ball. Runners on first and second here in the top of the first inning. Holtzen, the first ever two-time ACC pitcher of the year. In a jam early. There's the bunt. Proscia charges, fires over to King in time, but the runners now move up. Crumlick's on third. Madigan on second with one down. Holtzen averaging just under 13 strikeouts a game this year, 12.89. There's a tapper. Proscia charges over to King. And they got Madigan hung up at second base. Here's the throw home. Bang, bang play at the plate, and Irvine comes up empty. You can score it 5-3, 4-2.
Going for Irvine, and really, Crumlick should have been moving on the play. I think he was worried about Holtzen fielding that, but great break for Virginia right there.
Holtzen in a jam, but gets out of it. Irvine does not score. He thought he'd be the closer. Actually came to college ball, thought that he'd be an everyday player, right? Chris Taylor, first pitch. Pokes it right to the middle for a base hit. There goes the runner. Here's the throw by Schaefer, not in time, stolen base. Taylor out at second base in scoring position, and John Barr, we talked about that 11-game hitting streak. He's hit safely in 18 of his last 19. Summers delivers. Here's a bouncer. Nice diving stab by Crumlick. Fires over to Fox, but the runner moves down to third base. 14 multiple RBI games. Here's a tap. And this one's picked up by Hernandez. They're coming home. And the tag by Schaefer in time. So we've had two bang-bang plays at the plate. DJ Crumlick now with a 4-game hitting streak with a base hit to center field. Only in his 4th year at UC-Irvine, no stranger to the Super Regionals. Here's a bouncer. Werman at second. Over to Taylor, back to first in time. That's the 44th double play.
Good shape right now. So, you know, again, for me, you can throw, I agree with you, the confidence is hurting, but this is a productive player, a championship player.
Outside, 4 straight pitches, and Werman, the number 9 hitter, on base with a walk.
You have to be careful with them.
There's a bouncer to second. Finds his way out to right field. Runners on first and second, and Chris Taylor's 2 for 2. Playing in his 197th game. Leads all the Cavaliers in that department. Lays down the sacrifice bunt. And it's a successful one. Little tap in front of the plate, and it's charged by Hernandez. Everybody's going to be safe. It's 1-0 Virginia. Here's a base hit. Holtzen comes through. His 35th RBI. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. It's 2-0 Virginia.
Like his arm.
Especially coming off a 14 strikeout performance. There's a swing and a miss, and the ball gets away from Hicks and Hernandez, unless they're going to call it a foul ball. Looks like
forced a double play. They had a little pressure on Holtzen there in the first inning.
Yeah, they were really into their offense, but they haven't been able to get back into it.
There's a bouncer, finds the hole on the right side, and it's a base hit for Drew Hillman.
This is vintage UCI baseball right here.
Golden opportunity here. Golden opportunity missed back in the first inning. After that 5-3-4-2 double play. 1-2 pitch with 1 out. Taylor Worman. King. Another double play.
The pitcher's best friend right there. Ground ball double play. Rookie ball 78, 80 games. Full season minor leagues 142. Major league seasons 162. And that's all part of the maturity, that's part of the growing process that you go through as a minor league baseball player.
Kenny Schwab comes through with a base hit to right field. A couple of weeks ago we did
In the major league club, if they're looking to bring him up into the, what is he, a starter, is he a reliever, is he a specialist, and how is he going to learn from those situations?
David Coleman looking for the gap, and the runner's going to move down to third. The runner's on first and third. So now Virginia on top 2-0. Runners on first and third. 1 out here in the sixth. Let's head back to the studio with Rich.
And you look at the size of this ballpark with these new bats. There aren't too many guys that are going to be, hitting the ball over the fence, except for...
Here's a swing and a long drive.
Get foul.
Fair ball. It's gone. Earlier this year against Florida State, Jared King had a walk-off homer. This is a 3-run shot. In a game like this, it could be game, set, match.
Yeah.
2 balls and 1 strike. There's a swing and a drive. This one is going to be caught and tracked down in center field, but dropped. Ramirez. Crumlick can't find the handle, and there'll be runners on first and third with 1 out. And this young man hasn't allowed a run in his last 6 trips out of the bullpen. A streak of 8 2/3 scoreless innings. This one's going to find its way through. RBI single for Kenny Schwab, and it's 6-0 Cavaliers on top.
This is worth my investment, and now they've got a chance to play for Omaha. What a great story.
And you being the coach, of course, you nailed it. Cody Winarski came out of the 9th instead of Brandon Klein, and he gets the first batter.
But what you really have to be is hot and fortunate.
Tommy Reyes lays down the sacrifice bunt. He's going to be out. But he pushes that runner down to second base with 2 outs. Should be another good pitching matchup in game 2 tomorrow.
No doubt. How about this crowd? This is awesome.
Here's the 0-1 pitch, and a swing and a drive out to center field, and that's going to be it. Mitchell Shiflett pulls it in, and the Virginia Cavaliers win it 6-0. They are 1 victory away from heading back to Omaha and the College World Series. So once again, the final score, 6-0 Virginia.